What is good, everybody? It's E Squared here, and today I'm gonna be breaking down my chest workout. Let's get it. Okay, we are on our way to the gym now. I'm gonna go blast chest. I actually hit legs earlier today at Planet Fitness, but I didn't record that because one, it's Planet Fitness. I know it's like a no camera zone or something like that, and two, it was packed as hell. I didn't go to P-Fit and record, but I did hit legs. I took advantage of the adductors because I really want to grow. I forgot what it's called. I know it has longus in its name though. The inner thigh muscle is what I'm talking about. Anyway, this whole YouTube thing really makes me think of like the whole go get at something if you want it whole like aspect thing. Because if you really like want something, you should totally 100% go get it. I don't know why a bunch of people live in their mind in the aspect of their goals, because it's your life and you get one of it. So why are you not working towards actually getting yourself to where you want to be or to do what you want to do? Like, you're scared of like other people judging you, or like, let me turn the heat on a little bit, it's kind of cold. Or like, you're scared of the change that it might cause. And don't get me wrong, I was in that same boat. I've talked about this before on this channel, how like I was blowing up on Instagram and I was kind of scared because all the eyes were coming on me, and I was like, wow, hang on, I'm not ready for all these eyes on me and I'm kind of nervous. So I understand that aspect, but I also completely regret not doing what I thought I wanted to do, which is what I wanted to do. Not even what I thought what I wanted to do, what I wanted to do. I knew that I wanted to pursue social media, and I had it handed to me on a silver platter. It was literally handed to me on a silver platter. I was getting multiple thousands of views per video. I was doing all this stuff. I already spoke about this, but I'm just using it as an example of like, if you want to go get something, go do it. And I can't stress that enough. If you want to go talk to that person, go do it. If you're not sure about how a person feels about you, go ask them. Like, stop living your life in wonder and questions and just go after the answer. Because at the end of the day, what are you gonna lose by seeking answers? Like, the only thing that you're gonna get is an answer. You're either gonna get an answer that you like or an answer that you don't like. So you might as well try getting an answer so you know if you're gonna like the thing that you're doing or you're not gonna like the thing that you're doing. Which also leads me to my next thing. If you're around my age, like 18 to like 28, I'm 20 years old, but if you're like 18 to 28, maybe 25 actually, 18 to 25, and you're not chasing new things to do like consistently or constantly, obviously you have to try sticking it out. Like let's say you want to run your own business. You don't know what you want to do, but you know that you do want to run your own business. You're gonna have to eventually try running a business. You're gonna have to try eventually, like that, unless you're one of those people that say that you want to do something and then don't end up doing it. But my point is, let's say you start up a drop shipping thing, and you stay consistent at it for like 6 months, you're doing everything right, and then you realize you don't actually like doing this. That's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. Learning that you don't like something is never a bad thing. It's like relationships. Like, you have to date people in order to know what you don't want in a relationship. You have to try things to know what you don't want in life. So just try new things, no matter how old you are, no matter how young you are. Just try new things that you think will help you, because at the end of the day, you're gonna get an answer, and the answer will always benefit you. Whether it's a good answer or a bad answer, it will still benefit you no matter what. Anyway, that's my little yap for today. I'm gonna be going on to chess now. But yeah, if you want something, go get it. Stop hesitating. And if you're scared that you won't end up liking the thing that you do, then you'll still be getting an answer of the fact that you don't like the thing that you're doing, so you don't have to do it anymore. And that's the whole premise of what I'm trying to tell you. I thought that I wouldn't like all the eyes on me, but then I realized once the eyes were gone off me, I kind of missed it. I did miss helping people out in the gym. I did miss, like, obviously I helped people out in like my personal life, But I did miss just people DMing me out of nowhere being like, hey, your video helped me, or hey, I need help with this exercise, or I need help with this routine, or I need some pointers on my form. Can you rate my physique and tell me where I need improvements? Like, I love doing that kind of stuff because it just means that people are looking to me and genuinely asking for help, and I really, really, really do enjoy helping people. So anyway, I know I said that was the end of my yap, but it wasn't. I always yap. Yeah, I just really wanted to talk about going after your goals and your dreams because it's been on my mind lately, and I feel like if it's been on my mind, then it could have been on someone else's mind. And if it impacted even one person to go and do what they want to go do, then I'm happy. I'm happy I helped one person. Even if 1 million people see it, I'm happy that it helped one person. Okay, I will see you guys when I'm at the gym. We're at the gym. We're gonna go hit chest now. Chest day is done. I gotta go home. Okay, I am now home. I just slammed 2 drumsticks in 1 thigh. I'm gonna catch some sleep because I need to be up in like 6 hours, and also my cat wants to cuddle with me. So yeah, let's show this guy. Hello. Hello, sir. Yes, sir. Yeah. You're so cute. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna go to sleep with this guy. Now, let's break down that chest workout. This is my routine, so it's not really according to science. There's some bro science in there, but this just works for me. You gotta know what you're training for. If you're training for aesthetics, this video is for you. If you're strength training, you could still watch this video in case you wanna go chase aesthetics later, but this video probably isn't for you. If you don't know what you're working out for, I suggest you ask yourself the ultimate question. Why am I working out? Is it to look good? Is it to be strong? Is it to be healthy? Is it to be in shape? If your answer ends up being anything along the lines of looking good or be aesthetically pleasing, this video is for you. For my workout, for chest workout, I do 2 fly movements. In this video, I did 3, but I do 2 fly movements and 1 pressing movement. The reason why I do flies and the reason why I start with flies is because you're strongest at the beginning of your workout. And you're gonna feel the biggest stretch and the biggest squeeze with flies, which is gonna really promote the muscle hypertrophy and also a pump, a beautiful pump. It will also be helping you with mind-muscle connection, which I'll get into later on how you can actually achieve that. But it will really help with mind-muscle connection, and it would be so hard not to almost visualize your muscle working. I usually only do the pec deck, low to high flies, and then a pressing movement of my choosing, whether it's dumbbell presses or a machine press or a barbell press or a Smith machine press, any kind of pressing movement. I don't care which one it is, I'll just add that into whatever I'm feeling for that day. The reason why I prioritize flies over presses is because I personally feel the stretch so much more than when I was doing presses, because I used to only do presses in like the beginning of my workout journey. I was only doing bench press and like dumbbell presses and stuff like that, because it's hard to do flies at home anyway. But even when I was in the gym, since I wasn't really familiar with flies, I didn't really incorporate them until like a year into going to the gym. I like doing flies now because the first time I ever did flies, I was like, wow, this is revolutionary. This is amazing. This feels like I'm exploding my chest right now, and I love it. I work out based on how much I feel that exercise in that moment. In my eyes, it doesn't make sense for me to do a bunch of presses if I feel flies more, you know? I feel like if you can really feel the workout, you should be sticking to that workout. Maybe you won't feel flies. Maybe you'll feel presses more in your chest. So stick to presses. For me, I just do flies because I feel them so much more than pressing movements. Now on to learning how to get mind-muscle connection. This is a very, very important thing that I use every time I work out because it literally makes such a huge difference. So the best way to learn and like sort of walk in to getting mind muscle connection is to start with a really light weight. And on the eccentric, so the stretch, you're gonna really wanna be feeling that stretch. So let it go all the way back. If you're doing a pec deck fly, you're really gonna wanna be stretching out that chest and feel the stretch. And then on the concentric, the squeeze, you're gonna really wanna squeeze your chest and feel it. If you're doing these with one hand, it's even better because you could put your hand on your chest and feel the stretch and then feel the squeeze. This is the best way to learn how to get mind-muscle connection and really focus on that particular muscle when you're working it. It also, personally, really helped me to close my eyes and visualize that part of my body that I was working on, whether it's arms or chest. In this video it's chest, but it really helped me to visualize like me really stretching the muscle and me really squeezing the muscle. And it honestly was a game changer to just close my eyes while I work out, which is kind of weird, but it works. Now, counting reps / going to failure. This is a huge one. I always say to do 6 to 8 reps and have that be your failure. And I still stand by that. You need to be working out till failure with a heavy weight so that you can get only to 6 to 8 reps with. There's always a golden spot that you can find that you can hit 6, 7, or 8 reps with, and that's a perfect area that you want to be in. Because once you get up to 8 reps and then you can start doing 9 reps and 10 reps with, let's say, 25 pounds, and that was your 8 rep max. Once you start hitting 9 and 10 reps, then you up the weight more so that you could get down to 6, 7, or 8 again. And this is basically what progressive overload is. Working out was never about how many reps you can do. It's about how far you can push your muscle to the point where it needs to grow. I usually count to 8. If I get to 8 with ease, then I'm gonna up the weight until I can only get to 8 or 6 or 7, okay? The 6, 7, 8 rule is perfect. You just really need to focus on getting to a weight that you can only hit one of those 3 numbers with. If you're doing more than 8 reps and it's still easy, then you need to up your weight. You really need to up your weight, and I promise you, you will see insane gains with it. With that being said, don't ego lift. Don't break your form in order to get to 6, 7, or 8. If you can get to 6, 7, or 8 with like 30 pounds, but it's like really wonky form, stop. Just lower the weight and have it be proper form, because you're gonna be feeling the difference in improper form versus proper form, and you're really gonna be getting the difference too, because your muscles will grow so much better if you're using proper form. You're not gonna be using your arms as much, you're not gonna be using your back as much, you're just gonna be using your chest, and that's the secret. You have to actually use proper form. So how I do it is I find a weight that I can control, and then I try to get to 8 reps with it. If I can still control it by the 8th rep and it's really hard and I can't do a 9th rep, then that's the perfect amount of weight that I need, and I'm gonna stick to that weight until I can do 10 or 9 or 12 or whatever. Now, onto how many times I've been hitting chest a week. I try to aim for 2 times a week, and that's because I'm on the bro split. So basically, if you're on the bro split too, I suggest you do what I'm doing, and you find out what isn't sore that day and you combine those 2 workouts into one. You're gonna be in the gym for a little bit longer, but it is worth it because you're gonna be able to hit them again in the week if you're on the bro split, because usually the bro split is just one muscle group per day, so it's chest and then back and then arms and then legs and then repeat, which is hard to do twice a week. So I found out that if I just combine whatever isn't sore that day with another thing that isn't sore that day, then I'll be maximizing my time in the gym, and also I'll be maximizing my effort too. Aside from arms get their own day, because if you're doing chest or back, you're gonna need your biceps and triceps. So I try not to have those sore, and if I am gonna combine arms with anything, then I'm going to be doing legs with them. Now you can do PPL or upper lower or whatever split you want to, but I personally like the bro split, well, this kind of bro split, because if I miss a day, it doesn't really throw me off schedule. Because like with PPL, with push-pull legs, you have to do push, you have to do pull, and then you have to do legs. If you miss like pull day, then you're kind of thrown off. You have to recuperate for the day. I don't really like that. I like kind of winging it in a way so that it gives me some sort of freedom with my workouts, and it really made it enjoyable to go to the gym. Because when I used to do bro split and I used to have like a set schedule of chest, back, legs, arms, I was really stressed whenever I would miss like arm day or leg day, because then I would have to throw my whole schedule off just to get that day back in a day ahead of time. Now on to volume. I keep the volume to 6 to 8 sets total for the workout. Today I did, or I guess yesterday, I did 2 sets for flies, 2 sets for low to high flies, and then 2 sets for high to low flies, so that's already 6. And then incline dumbbell presses, which was another 2 sets. So that was already 8 sets, and that was it. That was all that I did. Listen, less is more if you're working out right, okay? You don't have to be doing 15 to 20 sets per workout. If you use proper form and go till failure within the 6 to 8 rep range, you will be completely fine, and you will be promoting so much more muscle growth than doing 10 to 20 sets per workout. On to how I change it up. I change up my routine, my chest routine, every 4 to 6 months so that I can promote growth in my chest, because your chest eventually gets used to your workouts, okay? You know how they say you have to surprise the muscle? It's something like that. Whether it's switching up the order of what I do, so instead of starting off with pec deck, I'll start off with either a pressing motion or a different kind of fly, or even just switching out a workout. So instead of doing low to high flies, I'll do incline presses for upper chest, and then I'll do something else, you know, like I'll switch it up every 4 to 6 months just so that I could keep it fresh for my chest. Now, I don't know if that's scientifically proven or not, but I do it and it works for me. So I'm just gonna stick to what I'm doing, and obviously this whole chest routine and this whole system that I have going on works for me. I'm not saying it'll work for you, but these are the tips that I've learned over like the 4.5 years that I've been working out. So keep that in mind. This is my routine. If something doesn't work for you, it most definitely does for me. So just figure out what works for yourself. Now on to chest genetics. People have full chests and people have separated chests. People with full chests are objectively just gonna have nicer chests. There's no amount of working out that you can do to change that. Someone like Ronnie Coleman has a very full and even chest. His chest is very, very nicely shaped and very, very nicely inserted onto the bone. But on the other hand, Terry Crews, his insertions end a little bit earlier, so it leaves a little bit of a gap in between his chest, like on his sternum. My inner chest insertions are pretty good. My inner chest insertions are pretty close together, but I still have an uneven chest. My lower chest on my right pec is slightly lower than my chest insertion on my left pec, which gives it a little bit of an unevenness. So keep that in mind. You can't change your insertions. These are genetics. There's no amount of working out that you can do to change where your muscle connects to the bone. But on the other hand, you can grow your chest to the point where your insertions don't even matter. Because look at Terry Crews. You wouldn't say he has a bad chest, and that's because he got it so big to the point where his chest insertions don't even really matter. He's an example of growing your chest to the point where you kind of just beat your genetics. You beat your insertions. Some people are blessed with great genetics and some people just aren't. And that's the truth. There's no point in sulking over what you could have had. Just get to work and make the most of your genetics. I'll be making a video on the back end stuff of working out, like rest and calorie hitting and protein hitting and just sleep and all this other stuff that plays in the background of working out, not just like the actual workouts and going to the gym. I'm gonna do that because I don't want to keep repeating myself on what to do and what rules to follow and how to hit your calorie goal and how to find what your calorie goal is and what your protein goal is and all that stuff. So I'm just going to make a separate video on that so that you guys can follow whatever workout breakdown I have, and then you can watch the breakdown video of the back end, and then you can kind of just piece everything together and make it work for you. That is going to conclude today's video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I really hope you guys found it helpful. Yeah, that's how I personally grow my chest. If you're chasing aesthetics, I think these are some pretty good tips and just pointers to be aware of. So yeah, if you want more videos like this, make sure to hit that subscribe button, hit that bell notification icon so that you can get notified whenever I upload. If you really mess with me like that, drop a like on this video and comment letting me know if I helped you or if I just spewed a bunch of garbage to your face. Anyway, excel by force and thrive in fitness. I love you guys.